Hi Aquarius, this is your October love reading, romantic love for 2017. So hopefully you saw your general reading. If not, hopefully something resonated, something did not. You might want to check your rising sign. So, by now I don't need to go into too much how I do readings. If this is the first time coming by, then gosh, thank you so much for coming by and welcome. And I guess you'll get an idea of how I do these readings. I'm going to go ahead and just get into it. I've shuffled and Palo Santo and Sage the decks. So let's see what's going on for you for the heart in the romantic area of your life, Aquarius. Dealing with all of that love, romantic love. So based on the last moon cycles and overall energy feel that I'm getting from the collective of Aquarius. And if you understand sacred geometry, a lot of people, I feel like if you can look at shapes of triangles and just the way pyramids have been made and just focus in on a triangular shape. And I'll be using the Serpent Fire deck to do clarifications or to find further information depending on the divine and spirit, what it wants to share. And hopefully this is a place where you can connect and resonate, and if anything, you'll hear words. For some reason you were guided here, and I hope you find some piece of yourself that you can reflect through and grow with, and it helps you along your journey. If you like, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and if you want a private reading, the information will be there in the description box. Alright, so I feel like breaking the deck a little bit more. Interesting how that was one card there. I don't read reversals, but unless it seems that it would be appropriate to do so. Some couple cards already that came from your general reading. So that's interesting. Let's move this rose over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, and some of you have been waiting for someone who went overseas, maybe. That is the underlying energy bottom of the deck. And let's take a look here. So some of you are going into this, you've become more wise and you've become more sage for some reason or another. And I'm guessing it, from bridging off of the general reading, it has to do with some obstacles, some difficulties in your own personal life that you've had in the past years, perhaps since childhood. You've just had, some of you have just had a really difficult journey, and you're in the precipice of you emerging out into the world with a great deal of regard. And I think those of you in a relationship, you're hitting a place of connecting more spiritually with your partner. This helps you guys with communication, and it helps you a great deal to break through the clouds that might have been between the both of you for some time. This will lead to an abundance within your relationship. Perhaps you guys will decide to get a dog or a cat or have a kid. I know I said dog when usually you'd think, oh, you're going to have a baby. That did come up, so maybe some of you are expecting, and then there's also some of you who I think you might just be getting a pet. I mean, it's not just, I mean, you're getting another part of your family. And it has to do with kind of this coming together between you and the person you're in a relationship with. And this is something you've been wishing for on a star. You've been really, really, really wishing for this. So it's a beautiful thing because you're coming into that blessing this month, within this time frame from which you watch this video, and depending on your journey and the work you've put in your personal life, in your love life, in your soul journey as a human being. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces. I'm seeing Pisces perhaps. In the past, you might have been with fire energies. I'm going into singles now. The singles energy. There's been, it's almost like, you know, people thought you were gone and you've reemerged victoriously. Because when you have death and then you have the Six of Wands, to me, they're almost like the same individual. They're going in different directions. They're like the same guy almost, but one's dead and is basically, you know, the Walking Dead, and here's like triumphantly alive and in the blue skies and not the gray. So I feel like there's going to be a bit of a switch and a dichotomy here in the relationship. Overall, it looks pretty good. It looks like you personally, if you are single, you'll have some options. I mean, you always have options. However, in the past, there's just been things that have not worked out, and those ties are dead, like they're just done. So I think with that being said, it's leading you to be more victorious and embracing your singlehood more, and actually receiving the fruits of being single and being out there and being able to meet and enjoy the journey of getting to the one. I'm going to go ahead and clarify these with the Serpent Fire deck. Now there's, in the art, it's a bunch of different art that it's beautiful artwork, and some of it does have some nudity, but so does this one, if you look closely, or don't. I mean, it's there. It's just it's art. It's not meant to be anything more than that. It's always been art. So I'm gonna go ahead and clarify the Hierophant. Okay, I'm gonna leave that reversed. And we got the Hierophant again. Alright, this happens a lot in my readings, so I'll get the same cards from another deck, and okay. And King of Cups came up again. This happens a lot. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just go over what I see here, because I got the King of Cups twice and I got the Hierophant, so it's definitely a water sign that you're dealing with. Very calm person. I'm seeing blue eyes, maybe green. Kind of has a bit of a spirit animal that's owl-like for some reason, I'm getting. Has a bit of a temper. May need to focus on their root chakra, so if you have a partner, they might need to focus on that. getting some more information as I'm shuffling. Okay. I'm just very curious as to why. Okay. So, I got curious in your love life there for a second. I'm like, what? We got the Hierophant twice, so it's very much, there are some of you definitely coming into a role of, from enlightenment. Being enlightened from a difficult situation. The Tower came up, and I left it in reverse because I feel like from the general reading, you are coming out of a difficult relationship. Some of you, you're coming out of something that might have been kind of abusive, and if so, please find help if you can. There are resources. Find counseling, find whatever support you need, because even if you are the Hierophant, even if you think you got it all in your, all the wisdom you need, you still need the support and their tools that you can get. So I'm guessing that's not really completely necessary, because if you have the Hierophant twice, it seems, therapy is always good. I'm not saying that's not necessary. I'm saying that the person that's watching this, you guys have done your work. If not, the Tower's going to be showing itself a little bit in your recent present, or recent past, or recent future. All right, so the Queen of Swords and the Hermit. So being introverted kind of has been kind of a thing. You've kind of gone inwards, kind of taken some time out, done some work on your heart, and you've gotten better with your words, and that makes you feel more affirmed and coming into a place of having options, having abilities to do more within your relationship. Bridging back to the Hierophant coming up again, we also got the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Cups. And I feel as though there are a lot of actions and a lot of emotions that have been going back and forth from this difficult turmoil that you've overcome. And, it looks like something that was difficult, and it's going to be there, but it's not part of who you are. It's not part of what you're becoming and what you are now stepping into right now. A lot of people are emerging into their roles as on this earth, especially with all of the difficulties that are happening. So you want to have a life partner who is going to be supportive and encouraging and help you grow as they grow. And you want them to be your biggest fan. And so you're emerging into this understanding of knowing what you deserve and knowing you don't want to settle for that. You don't do that anymore. This time of going inwards has been very productive for you, because now you've been able to vocally say exactly what you're feeling. And if you haven't, this is a time where you can tap into that. It's time to do that work, because you've got work to do. You have things to do to help others, and that will only bring you abundance. The Seven of Pentacles is here, and it's hard work. It's stuff that you put in and reaping the rewards and benefits of working hard. Some of you then will be going into a new phase of your relationship, and because of that new phase, you'll be either becoming pregnant with child, adopting a child, or you will somehow have that energy in your home. Have it be through a pet or a plant. Okay, it will be an emergence of prosperity and abundance. Maybe you plant a garden with your significant other. Maybe you plant a garden on your own, and that just becomes kind of your little sanctuary that you are able to manifest what you want more, because you have the star right next to you, right next to the Empress. So that tells me something that you've been wishing for, something that you've been manifesting is going to come to light, is going to come true. It's all about you being one that gives and also receives. Here you have, she's pouring both of what she's pouring, one into the water and one into the ground. So there's a balance there, and that is what you're going to be receiving. Seven of Pentacles, and moving into the King of Cups, which is kind of an indication, I think, since we got it twice, that it is a water sign energy. It is somebody with water in their moon, water in their Venus. Regardless, there is a water type of energy here. And I'm guessing it's, you know, somebody who might seem a little cold and aloof, but they actually are, they have a good heart and they care about you and they are supportive. They have a bit of a past that's a little bit edgy, and the reason why I say that is because of the red that catches my eye when I look at the King of Cups in this reading. It catches my eye and I feel as though, you know, this is someone who has scars. They've been through stuff, as have you. So I guess that's kind of how it makes it, you know, relatable. You know, so then we go on from the King of Cups being clarified twice, making it very clear that this guy is, he's a boss. He's not someone who's lazy or silly or, you know, he has a funny side to him. He has a bit of that, you know, he's a bit of a night owl. I'm getting, he's a bit of a daredevil. He doesn't let his emotions consume him. He's forthright. And it's solid. It's like you guys are going into another type of thing where it's very rejuvenating, because then we get the Lovers and we get the Four of Wands. So it's kind of like you've been waiting for this, and you know, we got the Three of Wands as the underlining energy of it. So it's been waiting for these ships to come in, waiting for this time to come in, and looking at the horizon and seeing from all of this long journey that you've had, coming into your own and coming into your role, have it be with government, with community, within the family, within your workplace, wherever it may be, within your spiritual life, which is the best place to really, that's the work that matters. You know, that's the most important work. And all of this that you've done, this amazing Four of Wands that comes up here, and when I look at it, I just see this amazing, and this was kind of like the crystals that she's standing on. Those are the same colors that came up. It's from your general reading. So I feel as though you're really coming into your element of energy, and it's a very beautiful place, dealing with the crown chakra and the other cosmic planes that are just generating into your life, your love life right now. And the Lovers card comes up also to clarify the King of Cups that came up twice. So for me, it is just an awakening of this love and the death of an old practice or way of thinking, and perhaps the death of maybe a past person. I'm getting perhaps someone in the past who was hurtful to you, and you're coming into this new relationship with someone else who is good to you. And that's for some of you. You have death. When you get the Death card and then next to it you get the Six of Wands, to me it's not a, and we have the Nine of Pentacles here, so it's something that happens abruptly. There could be an abrupt end to something, but it will not leave you not victorious, or it won't leave you basically assed out. I don't know how else to put it. You won't be like, it'll be fine. I mean, you have options, you have things you can do, and I'm getting options as a big thing, like an end of something, but options, okay? Then we have, with the Six of Wands, we had, to clarify it, the World, which gave me even more understanding that, you know, you have the Death card here, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. And if you look closely, it's a woman looking off into the distance, but her third eye is directed completely where her eyes are. So she's aligned. She's aligned with the force that's coming towards her, and she knows where to look. She knows where to go. She might be in the desert, but she's illuminated by the light below her. She's a hologram, and she knows it. And she's working that mystery. She's working that divine. And she's entering into a place, or he is entering into a place where he's realizing his options. He's got the whole world in his hands. He can prosper if he's single. He has many opportunities. So rejoice in that singlehood. If you are single, no matter what your age group or whatever is, That is fine. That means that it's your free, unlimited potential time to go and introduce yourself to what you like and what you don't like, so you can have the proper partner for yourself. You have to build that contrast. You have to experience who you are. Some of you watching this are like, I want my love, I want my love, I want my love, and I feel it and I sense it. You want your love, you are your love. Get that first, and then you get the rest, okay? And then, believe me, all of us have to go through that. It's not just you or anyone. All of us have to understand that. And those that you go, well, he has and she does and she does. You don't know what they asked for, though. You asked for something else, okay? They didn't ask for the world. You did, okay? So, sorry, somebody needed to be talked a little bit sternly, okay? Know your worth. Know your worth, because you deserve all. You deserve everything, okay? Keep your eye on the prize. 4 of Pentacles. She's aiming her bow and arrow. She is not about to be effed around with. She's not about to be messed with. So you have your options, and you have that together. And you know, it's always nice when you get this card and then you get 4 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm standing my ground. I know I have options, and you know what? 2 of Cups right here. Something will flourish from this. Some kind of a partnership, some kind of a union. That is divine, that is special, because I know I'm divine and special. I can look beyond in the horizon, okay? So, that sounds pretty good to me. I mean, if you gathered as a single, you have options. Did you get that? I'm not sure if you did. If you are in a relationship, you're hitting to either some of you are coming out of a really bad one, and you're entering into a phase of redemption and reclaiming yourself. And actually, because of this work that you've gone and done and gone inward, and you've done this reflection, you are now illuminated, which made you the Hierophant. Oh, where is it? Where is it? You got in your general reading, and you got it twice here. Hierophant. Hierophant. You get it, Aquarius? Hierophant. So, in fact, it's screaming so much in your readings. I'm going to read the description of Hierophant just because I'm like curious right now. I want to see how this Taurus card keeps coming up. Maybe some of you are dealing with a really strong Taurus energy, but I really feel this is your inner guide. This is the healer in you. This is the teacher in you that is awakening. And if that's happening, it's because some of you who've been through that turmoil, we need you. We need those of you who have emerged into your knowing. This world needs individuals that are going to come out there from their healing and be able to be the teachers and healers we need right now. And through that, your romantic life is actually going to flourish, my friend. It really will. We got the Empress here next to it, and then you have the Queen of Swords. Like, you've got it together. You're someone who really is taking the bull by the horns. Ha! Taurus card. There you go. All right. The Healing Transformer. This is how the Serpent Fire deck explains it. And sometimes I do like to read it exactly, because I feel that there's something to be said. And I don't think we read out loud or read things often enough. And of course, you're getting my intuitive feel. But I'm just like, I'm amazed at how much Hierophant. And I feel it too. I'm like, ay. Someone here is a teacher. Someone here has something brilliant here. So I'm going to read exactly what this says. So, let's look at this image here. The artwork here is really great. It's just a beautiful, beautiful deck. I by no means, I guess I am promoting it. I don't know who, like the person personally, but I love it. It's really beautiful. A meditating man floats in a calming blue aura, guided by the blue of Horus. Both figures and teachers, and both are urging us to follow in their likeness. The Hierophant engages all elements, like the magician, but here they come into full expression. We delve into the depths of matter and spirit, which can lead us to wise masters, who may help us attain what we seek. Conversely, we may have become the wise master ourselves through the process of our great work. The mantra for this: I follow the wisdom path and become wisdom myself. So if you are not this person, if you feel like I am not wise to save a walnut, then I think you need to go to someone who is wise. Because you have just experienced Tower energy. You've experienced, this was in reverse and it felt right. It felt like, okay, this is over. This is something that is done. So it is an end of that. So, I just updated my iPhone and it does weird things now with voice recognition. So that kind of just irked me a bit because I was just doing this and I'm like, there is a voice in the back that's auditory. So anyway, got thrown off and I need to figure out why it's doing audio detect while I'm talking. Some of you have moved out of, like, it was in reverse, and even this card shows, even if it's in the upright, you're moving out of the darkness into this new territory. And the same colors. Watch a sunset or a sunrise and look at the colors. Those are your colors right now, Aquarius. Focus in on that light. Focus in on that energy that you feel. Thinking of a desert sunset. The hues of orange, blue, purple, yellow, gold, tinges of red. You're illuminating, you're shining, and you've gone through a difficult, dark period. Or you were just in a relationship with someone who's gone through a difficult, dark period, or there's somebody that, since you've gone through this hard time, you need to go see someone of this energy who is who can give you guidance and wisdom, who can be supportive, who can explain to you what it is that you might be going through. Definitely, there are many different networks and organizations that you can turn to. There's also here, obviously, if you need to talk and go through a reading or whatnot to try and anchor you and try and position you and guide you in a way that helps you to move forward so that you can emerge victoriously into this beautiful spread. If you feel like I'm stuck here, and perhaps this is telling you how to move past this obstacle and come into this beautifulness, that's the rest of this reading. So that might be for some of you. Aside from that, I really do see some great things here. I see a lot of beauty and a lot of reclaiming and redemption of that love life, and coming into a place of also knowing your options and knowing that you have a great skill set here, or you can turn to someone with a good skill set that can help guide and help you and put you in the right direction and get you the right resources. So definitely, those of you dealing with some difficult things, make sure that you do turn to the right support system and the right people. And of course, there's different modalities and different ways to go through healing, and make sure that you try everything and you do everything that's safe and okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pick a card from the, I'm going to use, I think we're just going to grab some advice cards from The Universe Has Got Your Back. It's by this deck that my friend sent me, and I'm just inclined to just pick some of these advice cards. So those of you in relationship, I'm very excited for you. I'm excited for those of you entering a new relationship with a water sign. That's somebody with water-like energy that is going to be good to you, and that you're going to receive that, and that you're going to end this old pattern of taking crap, and you're going to receive the world as you rightfully own that, and you're going to flourish. It's time to receive all the things you've prayed for on a star. And if you need support and help, that's the beginning to get all of those dreams to come true. Okay? So you can always go ahead and contact me below. And you can, if you need to get therapy, if you need to do other things, through life coaching methods, we can direct you in the right way. Okay? If not, like I said, I feel like there's an urgency to say to some of you to go and seek the proper attention that you need, and then use the rest of these tools as your backup, like your bodybuilding skills. You know, these are your tools that you add on to your arsenal to like be able to handle and receive. Sometimes receiving is the biggest job, and it's so hard. It's so difficult to receive if you've been through a difficult time and you've been, you know, giving. And someone's, you know, if you've been through a hard time, it's very, all right. I will take this and this. All right. Oh, it's too many. I think that'll do. Oh, okay. Well, whatever comes up, right? All right, so I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this sphere through the eyes of the teacher of love. So perhaps this experience was your biggest teacher, you know, and you're turning inward here. Okay. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And you have the Empress. La 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 la. Okay. I honor how I want to feel. By using my words. Okay. The presence of love will always cast out fear. Watch that sunrise or sunset. Okay. And my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to read that again. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Okay? And finally, got a beautiful hummingbird here that flew in and says, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Yay! Fly, hummingbird, fly! Get that sweetness. Well, I'm excited for you. There's a lot of different options here for you, and I think that's the big thing for you right now, Aquarius. Options, options, options. It's better to have options, right? That's a good thing. Awesome. Options, options. Say that, options, and say awesome back and forth. Options, awesome, awesome. See? Can't do it. So there's some silliness here. There's some silliness for sure. Underneath the Four of Wands, and this came up in the general too, so I'll bring it up. Six of Swords. So, oh sorry, Seven of Swords. So there's a bit of a sneaky, clever, I wouldn't say sneaky. It's just like that little mischievousness that Aquarius can have sometimes. So tap into that whenever necessary. It's always good to have that going on in the background. All right, well, I'm very happy to have done this reading for you. If you'd like to do a more detailed and more, well, real in-depth reading with you, then go ahead and contact me with the information written below. You can also like and subscribe and, you know, be good to you so you can be good to others. Be kind to you so you can be kind to others. Treat your heart with the respect that you want others to give it. Okay? Take good care, Aquarius, and take in all of that new beginning from the new moon that's coming up on the 19th. All right? Take good care and be kind to you so you can be kind to others. Bye now.